Welcome back to Mystic Like My Mama, a podcast presented by Ask Penjie. I'm Isabella, and this is my mama, Tina. We are a mother-daughter duo and the co-founders of Ask Penjie. In this show, we'll talk about accessing your intuition and how we integrate ancient wisdom into our modern lives. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, episode 13. We have a really good episode in store for you today. We just got back from the most exciting, fun thing ever. We went to see, my sister took us to see one of her absolute favorite bands ever and treated us to this magical, fantastic experience. And we saw 5 Seconds of Summer today. And I did not know it was going to be that insane. Like the production, the everything, it was so incredible. I knew it was going to be good because I knew they were a big deal, but I am not well versed in that world, the boy band world or 5 Seconds of Summer. And I was really, really surprised. It was so cool. I've been to a few concerts now, quite a few, and I would say this is one of the coolest productions I've ever seen. It was really fun.
It was amazing, right? I was so grateful that she got us tickets. Like
Uh-huh.
she was counting down the days and so excited to go.
It means
And
so much to her.
but it was really like way better than I even expected. Like I didn't know what to expect, but it was so good. We had such a good time.
It was so fun. The thing I was most surprised about, honestly, is that this is my, cup of coffee, cup of tea, whatever they say. Um, I love comedy, and I didn't expect them to be doing like little skits and bits in between the sets and the songs, and they had all these pre-recorded little like comedy bits that were so funny and had to do, I guess, with the band's lore and the stories and everything, but also like some of it was made up and some of it was just it was so funny, and I was like, yes, this is what I love to see. Good music mixed with humor. Like we can do both. It was so
It
good.
was so good. They were funny. They had really good energy. I mean, I thought that they were just
I
so.
understand why they're hugely famous.
Yeah. Yeah, we didn't I mean, we know like a lot of their songs and stuff and we hear it a lot, but we didn't know what to expect. Like it was just but you know what was so fun? It was so amazing to like sorry, I got excited. Everything was like
No, it's
shaking.
good. Get more excited. It was
I was
good.
just gonna say it was so amazing because like I was literally like observing all the people around us and even just walking like like when we were just like oh my God there were lines and lines and lines for all the merch and then just walking around everyone was like so friendly and really good energy and like high vibration and things like that but then like we were kind of sitting with these people we had really good seats and then we had
Really, I would, first of all, she did not tell me which seats we were gonna have. So when we walked in and she was like, "Oh, we're going this way." And I was like, "What?" I was like, this is really nice." And it was a huge venue. So this was not
Yeah.
not
That
from.
was, and yes, and that was your first time at that venue. And I was just for the first time at that venue
Mhm.
to see Tony Robbins last year.
Love Tony.
So I was just in that particular venue. But you know what was so cool is like just to see the people like around, like the fans are wild. They know every single word and but they're so like in their joy, like joy and appreciation. Like
It's
they
so
just look
it's so pure.
they just look so happy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And you just think to yourself, like, God, I hope they feel so peaceful and like amazing in that moment. And they're just present and enjoying the music. And yeah, it was great. It was like,
Also, I was gonna say I don't think it's a bad thing because it's part of the modern world and my generation. I think there's beauty in it, even though people have other opinions. But I was gonna say I've been to a lot of concerts now, and there were a lot of people recording, but I would say this was less people than normal. A lot of times you look in like the pits or and it's every single phone is a camera. But I kept looking around and it was like one every 8 people. And
yeah, I thought that was
that,
cool because
yeah.
people were just enjoying it and being present. And then you kind of you want the memory, but then now we kind of know that things will be online or maybe they'll
Anyways,
be on YouTube or things like that. But I mean, like not like when I was young, because if I didn't go to a concert, I wouldn't see it. Like now people can see it. But I recorded a couple songs that I really like too. And while I was doing it, I thought to myself, like, I don't really want to be recording. I kind of want to be like present and like really enjoying the song and the music and
yeah.
everything. So it's interesting you noticed that as well.
It's a
That's
balance. Yeah, I feel like I've gotten good at like recording a little bit, having
hmm
fun, having my memories because I always watch them later and I love to share them, but then also like not doing the whole thing. And then I have this rule with myself where if I am gonna record a little snippet of something or a song and I'm at an experience like a concert, my rule is I can't look at it through the phone. So I have to like hold up my phone, but then my eyes have to not be seeing it because if I'm
Oh, that
looking
makes
through my
sense.
phone, then I might as well be at home. So it's
Yeah,
like
because you're not even seeing it.
at least if you're gonna get a 30-second video, I don't know what. I mean, I make sure it's all in frame and my exposure's
Of
perfect.
course.
Like the filmmaker I am.
Director girl, yeah.
But then I take my eyes away and I'm like, okay, I'm present.
But these lines like shocked us. Like there were
Oh yeah.
lines and lines and lines and lines and oh my God, they were never ending to buy merch. These are just like very dedicated fans. And it's so
Yeah.
crazy to hear like they've literally been a band for 15 years. I mean,
Also,
that's a
like,
long time.
yeah, and I mean, when you grew up, I think there was more boy bands, like in, think
Yeah,
about
we
like
had boy bands.
90s, like that was like a thing. I mean, girl
Mhm.
groups too, but now I feel like besides One Direction and 5 Seconds of Summer, there really hasn't been like boy bands or like groups.
Yeah.
Like when I think of a group nowadays, I think people think of like K-pop or like group whatever, but there's not a lot of groups. So like the fact that they've even maintained this like level of success and they're also kind of some of the only people in that lane. I mean, there's a lot of bands, but there hasn't, throughout my time of life, I haven't witnessed a lot of like major boy bands or something like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like unique. Like I never experienced anything. I've never been to a concert like that with fans like that. I was like, this is
Yeah.
be different.
Yeah. Though we did go to Taylor. We
Yes.
went to the Eras tour and that
Now,
was spectacular.
Taylor's not a boy band,
No, I
but
know.
that's boy band like behavior
Yeah.
of the fan.
No,
So people get
exactly.
excited.
It was epic. Yeah.
That was special. I love it. Well, we'll get back into all of this after our weekly card pull. As always, I have my beautiful trusty Dreamy Moons deck, which we have the code in the description. It's code Ask Penjie if you're listening on audio.
Okay, everybody. So, gonna do a pull a card, a collective card for all of us. So, as you're watching this, I want you to think of something that you are looking for guidance on, maybe a decision that you're making, something that you need clarity on. If you just want to receive like a special message for the week to see how to align your energy or what's going to happen, or not what's going to happen, but like how you might feel for the week and the upcoming week or something like that. And let's see what the card is.
Yay! This one's really pretty. It says dream, and it
Ooh,
has a beautiful
that
castle.
castle looks like Misalignment's castle.
Oh, it does. And look, it has all these pretty swirly clouds.
Oh, I love
I know.
it. It's beautiful.
It says dream, build castles in the sky.
Ooh,
Okay,
wonder what that message is.
I know. Let's read about it. Let's see. The anticipation.
Castles in the sky.
That's beautiful. That sounds like a Taylor song.
hmm She actually has a song, Castles Crumbly.
Oh yeah. See? Perfect. Okay. I got it. Okay. Dream, build castles in the sky. Dare to dream. If you did not have the capability to make your wildest wishes come true, your mind would not have the capacity to conjure such ideas in the first place. Anton Saint Martin? There's multiple A's. And Martin? This card invites you to dream big. When was the last time you connected with your imaginative self, your inner child, and allowed yourself to daydream? Daydreaming isn't as pointless as you may think. It actually helps us figure out what we want in life and to focus on that. It boosts our creativity and problem-solving skills. Remind yourself of your dreams. No matter how unattainable they may seem, nothing is impossible in this mysterious universe. Allowing yourself to dream, immerse yourself in the world of your own dreams. If something is worrying you right now, imagine the best outcome possible for that situation. A little exercise is doing a visualization, connecting with your breath, and visualizing this dream world and asking, what is my biggest dream? What would a day in this dream life look like? And our affirmation is, every day my dreams are becoming reality. Nothing is out of reach for me. I am living my dreams. I love it.
I love that. That's awesome.
That pairs really well with a mantra I've been using the last few months that dad gave me, which is I love my life. And then I love my life has transitioned into like I'm living my dream life. And now I like alternate between the two. And I found that it's like a very beneficial mantra for me because a lot of exciting things have happened since, including me going to my first premiere.
Ooh,
hmm So it's been good
amazing.
things. It's been good things.
Yes.
Um, Very good card. Do you have anything to add?
No, I like it. I really like it, actually. I think I needed to hear that
Okay.
message, actually.
So, back into our theme for today, we will be discussing the magic and importance of IRL live events. Woo!
Yeah. So, today, even at the concert, what I was thinking of was I I was trying to be present, but I was still having some thoughts here and there that were trickling in. But I was
How,
just thinking about,
how can we not?
yeah, I was just thinking about, how I'm like, it's just, okay, first of all, how it feels to be there, right? How it feels to be at an in-person event versus like just watching it online. I know there is a benefit. I love watching stuff online too. We all do. But there's something about how it feels energetically to be around people, right? To be
It's
around
spectacular.
community, to be, yeah. And, I was imagining like somebody saying, because people always say this about events and things like that. They always say, well, if people can just watch it online, like why would they pay and why would they show up and why would they come, especially when it's just free online? Oh, they showed up.
Yep.
Did they ever? And so I think that nowadays with social media and everything being online and all the information and, even concerts and music and things like that being accessible, I think people are going to start craving, more and more IRL in real life events, right? Like for you see a person like in front of you, the difference of it and what it feels like. So it's a different energy, and now with AI and everything, it's just, I think it's going to become more and more important to all of us to make sure that we are having those connections and, you know, feeling the difference of the energy when you actually show up in real life.
Absolutely. It almost feels sacred. It's like a sacred experience. I mean, for my generation, like a people craving community and connection and not really being able to find that and seeing so many people go out of their way to sometimes book flights, drive like so many hours, pay insane prices for tickets because there's been a lot of crazy
Mhm.
things happening in that industry with tickets. But the fact that it doesn't stop anyone because it matters and it makes people feel good and it's like it's phenomenal to witness. And it's so cool too. Like you said, like we can watch them online too because I've seen things that maybe I wouldn't have gotten to experience because I couldn't get a ticket to that show or like
Yeah.
funny enough, first world problems. I have even like wanted to go to a concert or my sister got tickets to one and then I wanted to go to a different one and I want to go with her, but the one I wanted to go to or person I want to see happens to be the same weekend or the same day or something. And I think I would be so much more, I was sad, but I would be so much more sad if I couldn't see it online or I could experience it a little. Because then at least I felt like, okay, if I'm not going to this other one, at least I could kind of see how it felt and like it's meaningful. And I love going on my TikTok and seeing like a little video. But it's so meaningful, like you said, to be present and experiencing that. And the frequencies, like my favorite thing is this is why I don't always love a huge venue, but in that here we were close enough, even though it was a huge venue, because my favorite feeling is like the drums or the bass, and you literally feel it in your chest, like the vibration of it. And you don't get that anywhere else in life except from live music. Because even if you have a fantastic sound system, like I got great sound in my car with good bass, it doesn't do the same like going through you thing.
Mhm.
And that is like priceless to me.
And it's such a unifying like
hmm
feeling. It's such a unified event where like it's not even like sports because sports is great too for people because they're rooting for something and they're feeling like high vibration and stuff, but they're still split because
Yeah,
there's
it's
like
still
two
divided.
teams.
It's still
This is like
divided.
everyone unified for the one purpose and that one purpose. And I mean, they're going all over
And
the world.
it's like where in life do we experience that? Where do we
Yeah.
experience everyone being
Yeah.
desiring the same thing?
Yeah. And I think it depends, I mean, I can't say because we haven't been to like every event, but I've gone to a few events like with your sister and, with all of us. And I can just say that the ones that I've attended have had really good energy. Like
Yeah.
that's been my experience. Like the people are really sweet.
We
Nobody's like,
also we also listen to great people. We have good taste in music.
yeah, but I'm just saying, like the groups are like the people that attend, like the
Yeah.
attendees are very mindful, like they're, you know what I mean? Like everyone's happy to be there. Nobody's really like shoving or pushing or anything like that. Like that was my experience. I
Well,
don't know.
we haven't taken you to like a mosh pit.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. But anyway, it's really cool and I do think it's going to become more necessary to, we do Zoom events and
Mhm.
that's amazing too and it's wonderful and I love technology and I love that you can gather people from all around the world and I think that you can have community and things like that, but I just want people to keep in mind how good it feels to actually get out and, do that. And there's
And sorry, but I was just gonna say, and the balance. Like it's not this or
yeah,
that, technology or
yeah,
live.
yeah.
Because there's some people who are like, I will never watch it online, and they just like to see in person. Or
Yeah,
they're
we just want to like never say never.
yeah, it's like never say never.
Yeah.
Both is good.
Yeah.
Like, the more the better.
Yeah. We're just reminding everybody. So like we wanted to share with you guys like, when you guys were since you were little, I was taking you to events. So like I would go because we live in LA, so we have access to many different events and like book signings and all sorts of things and we've just been to so many. I mean, there's been so many people that we've seen. I have like a whole list of people that I've seen and that
Such as
we what?
such as.
Oh, like I have it like written down. Like I can't even remember. I mean, I've seen so many like people that are like so important. Like you and I went to
Yeah,
Gabrielle Bernstein.
I was much younger.
Yeah. Oh, but you know what else? We also went to Lauren Graham from
Yes,
Gilmore
that
Girls
was
and we
spectacular.
went to her book event. And let's see, like who else? I mean, I went to a big event at UCLA with Oprah that had like Brene Brown and Marianne Williamson and Michael Bernard Beckwith and God, so many people, Marie Forleo. Like there's just so many people. And then I took you guys and some friends to see Brendan Bouchard and
Mhm.
Ed Milet. And oh my God, there were even more people there. Like it's really weird. I thought I had it on my note, but I can't find
It's
where
like
I
it's okay.
thought,
Don't worry
didn't
about
I
it.
send it? Oh, you know what? I texted it to you. But hold on, oh my God, we saw Ian Van Sant.
Oh, I love
Um,
her.
we went and met John Sally,
Uh-huh.
NBA national like championship basketball star. We saw him like a couple times and became friendly with him. We went to see Randy Spelling. We've seen like t a lot of mediums.
I know
We've
we've met so many cool people, and you were so
Jay Shetty and
always
Roddy, his
involved in the,
wife.
spiritual wellness community that I feel like so since so little, because you would bring us to everything, because we were homeschooled, right? So we couldn't
Yeah.
come. So we like I've right like since so tiny, I got used to being in spaces with such intelligent, cool people and like leaders
And
in
it's so,
industry.
yeah. And it's so cool to hear like their stories and like just see who they are as people. And remember we went to see Ashley Eckstein. She was the voice of Star Wars. How do I say it?
Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka Tano, yeah. We also saw Dr. Wayne Dyer and Bruce Lipton. So we've seen a lot of people. We also met Dolores Cannon and her daughter Julia. You guys don't remember that. You were really little.
And like you were saying, everybody just being so kind and outgoing, first of all, which is defying any stereotypes people have of Gen Z, because the kids are so sweet and talkative. And the Swiftie Nation started this thing of like little bracelets that everyone does, and seeing everybody do it at other shows and other concerts and talking to each other and handing them out and spending so much time making them. It's so sweet. I've never seen anything like it. It reminds me of like the 70s, like I'm talking about it like I was there, but like the 70s hippies, like Woodstock, like, making each other flower crowns and like just these like beautiful gifts that you'd receive in like festival
Hmm.
environments. Like it's so sweet. I'm like, what's happening? Like the world is so scary. And then you have an experience like this and you're like, wow, this is what the world could be like everywhere. Like the world could literally feel like this because it feels amazing and we want this.
Yeah, but you know what else? I think we also hear a lot of stuff online and we're not really out like living it. And so when we are out, like we were just totally observing tonight that like everyone was amazing. Like
Yeah.
they were, so the whole thing was called Everyone's a Star. I like have a star on my shirt. See?
Love it.
So
That's
it's
good.
called Everyone's a Star, and everyone was so creative. Like everyone was like dressed up and on theme and had stars and stars on their face and stars in their hair and stars in their outfits, and everyone was so creative. But yeah, every stereotype to me or criticism of generations like Gen Z and millennials and I don't know all the names. Um, everybody like it just I don't know. Everybody was very kind. Like just people were talking to each other and complimenting
Some
each
of
other.
some of the employees or security people aren't always super kind,
Oh
but
yeah, there was somebody we asked him a question and he was like, I don't know. Ugh.
he
Like
literally
he was just like
grunted.
grunting. He was like,
Like it
ugh.
was he you asked him a question like where we go to get
Yeah.
water. He's like, I don't know. Oh, and like walked away.
But everybody working there was really nice except that.
Sounded like it was painful for
I
him.
know. It was funny. It was funny. But anyway, okay.
That was so funny. Okay, so I have a question for you, which was, what was your first concert you've ever been to?
Okay. So I don't know if I remember which was first, but I remember the two that I went to when I was really, really young,
Hmm.
which were like my first concerts. New Kids on the Block.
Oh,
I am dating myself by telling you guys that that is the group.
it's all
But
good. It was a good era.
yeah, but this is even crazier. Debbie Gibson.
Oh yeah.
I don't even know if you guys will know who that is, but look her up. She's awesome.
And now mine was
Yeah.
very iconic, but
Yes.
mine was Billie Eilish.
Well, that technically wasn't your first concert.
Well, right. This is a good point. My first concert was actually the incredible and spectacular and magnificent The Fresh Beat Band from Nickelodeon.
Who we saw twice.
We saw twice, and each time better than the last. Like I love them. That was
And
our
remember Daddy was like, they touched my hand, they high-fived me.
they were so famous in our household.
Yeah, they were so
Watch
famous.
them every single day and listen to the music little. And yeah, that was a perfect childhood
Okay.
concert. But yes,
Then it was Billy.
my technical first one was Billy, which was a dream come true and so special. And, you know, growing up homeschooled and vegan and crazy, I was like, this makes so much sense. And it was so healing for me to see her. And I loved her so much, but seeing it in concert and that being my first big girl concert and like it was just so surreal. I was so grateful. And my friend who brought me, I was like in the most deepest gratitude to her forever. It was we had the best time ever. It was like
You
magnificent.
did. I remember that. And you know what else?
It's still such an incredible memory for me. Like I think
Oh,
about it, I'm like, oh my God, that was so special.
you know what I was gonna say? Um, I went to an event where I met Billy's mom.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and she was
Right.
awesome, and we talked for quite a while.
Yeah, it was amazing. Similar wavelengths, similar
Yeah.
lifestyle, similar things. Yeah, all good things.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so this is really good, and we encourage you guys all to go find a live event. Maybe it doesn't have to be a giant concert. Maybe it's just like a local something. I want to do more of that, like more like local things.
You have been lately. We have
That's
been.
true, actually, I have.
And you know what, you guys too, just for anyone who's listening who knows, like if you are in Southern California, we are doing more and more Ask Penjie events. And right now we're currently like have a table or like a at an event where we're like a vendor, but we're doing a lot of in-person readings and so keep in mind
And
that
most of what we do is through our community or through, one-to-one or online.
Mhm.
So getting to do these events or doing these personal things and the vendors, it's so fun because it's like a little treat. It's very like a little dessert.
Yes.
Cool.
And remember, we did talk about this in a previous episode. I don't know which one it was. Bella, you'll have to list it.
Hmm.
But we did talk about the fact that you don't have to go to an event to,
Yes.
right? You don't have to take a trip. You don't have to go to an event. We're
Yeah.
just saying that it's a nice, healthy balance to still experience people, in real life.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we all have this idea of like, if I go somewhere and go away magically, it's going to be
Mhm.
better. But it's a mindset and you can do it from anywhere. Um, the episode is episode 7. Whoa, I can have a spiritual awakening from anywhere.
Mm.
So go listen to episode 7. But
Mm. Amazing.
with all of that, it's time for check-in chat, our Q&A question of the week.
Yeah, so this question has come up more than once actually, so I wanted to address it, but this is for people who have their Penjie and they're actually looking to, I have to get mine actually. And they're looking to practice. And somebody asked us, does it matter which hand you hold your Penjie in?
Oh, that's a
So
good question.
yeah, it's a really good question. So I want everyone to remember there's not really rules. There's guidelines, but again, we are tuning in to our intuition to see how we feel. For me, I will tell you in my experience, um, I use my dominant hand. Like I'm right-handed, so I use my right hand to use my Penjie when I and interestingly enough, somebody that I was just teaching, she knows who she is. Um, she just got her Penjie and she was doing it with her non-dominant hand. But said there's no rules. See what feels right. Try to figure out what feels good to you. But when she switched it to her dominant hand, it was barely moving with her like left hand. When she
Mhm.
moved it to her right hand, it started doing really big swings.
Her dominant hand?
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
oh.
actually attuning to her energy differently.
That's
So
wait. Now I want to do an experiment. I want to try mine. I think I must have tried that when I was like in the past or something, but I also use my dominant hand. I
yeah. But again, I just want to say there's no rules, but I was going to tell you what's interesting is that I was actually really attached to something that I was penjing like last week or something like that. And for the first time ever, like, I've been using my Penjie for like 17 years.
yeah.
I tried to do it with my left hand.
And what happened?
Well, it seemed to work. Like it does still work for me. Like, look, I'm
Also,
right-handed.
you're very in tune with your Penji. Like you said, you've been doing
Yeah.
it for some
No,
time.
I'm super connected.
Yeah, so
But
you
it it
probably
but
do
it
it standing upside
but
down.
it felt different and I just wanted to do it for like a pattern interrupt. But again, you just have to see what feels right. There are no rules for that.
Yeah, that's a good question.
hmm Thank you for your question.
Very good. And if you have a question that you'd love for us to answer from a more mindful, intuitive perspective, you can comment under this video or comment, on our Instagram posts, and we'll answer it. It might just make it into our next video.
Yes.
Crystal of the week.
Crystal of the week. Um, I don't know why I said it like that.
Because I say it like that, so you're mimicking me. It's my thing.
Okay.
I'll do it. Ready? Crystal of the week.
I
It's
don't even I'm like, I
I
don't
don't
even
know
know that tune. I
I
don't
don't know
even know
where
why I said that.
I don't know where it came from.
Okay.
It's kind
So
of roomy.
it's Charo white. Charo white. It's
It sounds
purple.
like a Pokemon.
It's beautiful. Yeah, it does sound like a Pokemon. Okay. So this is a stone of transformation. It is the soul stone that overcomes fear. Charite stimulates inner vision and spiritual insight, aids in coping with enormous change at a spiritual level. So we all are going through a lot of change, that's for sure. Um, it helps to synthesize heart and crown chakras and allows one to accept the present moment. Um, it's an excellent stone for healers and it can transmute negative energy into healing energy. It re-energizes the body. Oh, it actually helps with deep sleep and powerful dreams.
Oh, love.
So,
I,
just
I I might need it for sleep, but I already have very powerful visceral dreams.
I know. I was just gonna say, it says it integrates negative qualities and facilitates acceptance of others. So it's really cool. And remember, there's more to learn about them than we just say. We just kind of share the basics or whatever, but you can always go deeper and try to figure out what are your favorite crystals, which ones do you resonate with. And when you hold one, I'm holding it up to the camera to actually like show you like what it looks like. It's very beautiful. It's like this deep
Ew.
kind of milky purple. But I like to put it in my hand, and if you put it in the palm of your hand and you kind of just like hold it, sometimes you can react, like you can have a response physically to a particular crystal that you're more sensitive to or that you need or you match the frequency with. So sometimes you'll actually feel it. So you got to just kind of like try and play around with it and see which ones you feel and which ones you hold. And you can hold it in your, right hand, you can hold it in your left hand, you can hold it over your chakras. Like there's all different things that you can try.
Oh, that's so cool.
Mhm.
I love that. That's a little
Yeah,
insider knowledge,
I
right?
love that stone.
Um, once again, thank you all for tuning in this week. Reminder to, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that little bell for your notification so you know when our next episode comes out. Like, comment, reshare, tell your friends and neighbors and coworkers and everybody. And if you haven't visited askpenjie.com yet, go ahead and visit that, sign up, do all the things. And if you're interested and ready for your Penjie, you can either email us info at askpenjie, AskPenjie, or DM us on Instagram at askpenjie. Anything else?
And
Cover
yeah,
everything?
no, I was just going to say, let us know. Like, let us know, below the video, or if you reach out to us on social media, let us know how you feel about going to live events, like what it
Hmm.
does for you and how it's changed your life and how it impacts you. And, because I think there's a lot of magic in it. And if you can get yourself to go to an event or save up for one, or, if you're lucky enough to, I know it's challenging to get tickets sometimes for your favorite events, but also, what's really cool? I just want to add this.
Do
I
it.
think
Throw
it's
it in.
really neat sometimes to go to an event or like a concert, right? Where you're not like the hugest fan.
This is such a good point. I'm so glad you brought this up because this is something I always say because of my sister and friends, but mostly my sister. I have gone to shows that are not people that I would generally have picked by myself. And then I have like such an appreciation and newfound love for them after the fact. And it's funny because not everybody's like this. Some people will go like and they like to know the songs ahead of time or like whatever. I love going, not knowing it, and then leaving with this like deep emotional connection to like the people and the performance and the songs, and then all of a sudden like the music means so much to me. And it's fun too because then you hear new genres or things that like you thought maybe you wouldn't like. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. I couldn't have said it better than you said it. No, exactly.
In the meantime, if you want a little, tap your toe in the water without going to a live event, you can join Ask Penjie Society through all the links we just mentioned. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode. We love you guys, and we'll see you next week on Mystic Like My Mama.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.